Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
It's wonderful to see you here this evening, where we welcome Shabbat with a tremendous amount of joy with our youth and teen choirs, our band, and with, in a moment, our consecrants. Please turn around to the camera in the back and wish everyone who's online Shabbat Shalom so that they can feel welcome into our community as well. Eitz Chaim Chi. It is a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of the people who support it are happy. These consecrants, these first graders, these young people who are our next generation are the Eitz Chaim. They are the Atzei Chaim of the future. Please welcome them. We bring light into our Shabbatot every Friday night with 2 candles to remember and to celebrate, but tonight even more so. So we invite our consecration students and their families up to light our candles. Yeah, parents, come on down. Follow on the screens or on page 2 in your Sidurim. As we anticipate the holiday of Hanukkah, there's so much light that we want to remind ourselves about. Or zaru ala tzadik uyishrelev simcha, light is sown for the righteous. Page 14. Tzadik Shalom Aleichem, we welcome the ministering angels of Shabbat, page 24.
Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon Melech, Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon Melech, Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malchei Shalom, Malachei Elyon Melech, Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon Melech, Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malchei Shalom, Malachei Elyon Melech, Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon Melech, Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeichen l'shalom, Malchei Shalom, Malachei Elyon Melech, Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon Melech, Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon Melech, Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
With angels surrounding us, we go out and we welcome the Sabbath bride, Lechadodi, page 20.
Lechadodi, Mirakala, Erev Shabbat, Nikavela. Lechadodi, Mirakala, Erev Shabbat, Nikavela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, Yishmiyanu el hameyuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shemo tiferet v'litela. Lechadodi, Mirakala, Erev Shabbat, Nikavela. Lechadodi, Mirakala, Erev Shabbat, Nikavela. Itoreri, Itoreri, Kiva ore umiori, Uri, Uri, Shidaberi, Kevod Adonai alayim mila. Lechadodi, Mirakala, Erev Shabbat, Nikavela. Lechadodi, Mirakala, Erev Shabbat, Nikavela. Ohi v'shalom ateret bala, Gam b'simcha u'b'tola, Toch emunei am segula. Ohi kala, Ohi kala, Adoni, Mirakala, Erev Shabbat, Nikavela. Lechadodi, Mirakala,
another. Introduce yourself behind you, in front of you. Say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Greet one another.
Yeah. Shabbat Shalom.
Those in our online community, continue to send your well wishes, your thoughts of Shabbat welcome to each other on the chat.
Shabbat Shalom. That worked out pretty well. I think we should be louder. We don't have that many people for Teen Choir, but it worked out.
I'm going to put some.
Pretty good. My dad's doing one first now here.
As I invite you to remain standing, as we continue page 146, our call to worship, we face east towards Jerusalem, towards our ark. We join together for the baruch.
Face that way, face that way, face that way.
From our Mishkan Tefillah, our service for families, as we say together on the screens, God, you gave us the Torah to show that you love us. May it always be a friend at our side. The Torah is our teacher. It tells us what is right and what is wrong. It shows us how to live good lives. Be with us always when we study Torah. Be with us always as we try to live good lives. We praise you, eternal God, who gave the Jewish people the Torah. It is your special gift to us. It is a gift of your love. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael.
At this time, we'd like to invite our consecration students up to join us on the bima.
Will you please be seated? You shall love the eternal, your God, with all of your mind, with all of your strength, with all of your being. Set these words which I command you today upon your heart. Then the next words are in the prayer that's attached to the Shema we just said. And the next words in Hebrew are Vishinantam Levanecha, which means, and you shall teach them faithfully to your children. These words, which form the beginning of our Ve'ahavta prayer, teach us that the love of God and the love of learning are closely related. The education of a Jewish child is a joint venture shared by both your family and the greater community. We fully recognize and we understand that your children who are standing up here and leading us so beautifully today, they begin to build their Jewish identity by what they experience at home. And it goes without saying that the most effective teacher of Torah is in fact you, the parent. And there will be many other teachers in their lives. And we have both the honor and privilege in sharing in that sacred journey with them and with you. As learning is supremely valued in our Jewish tradition, and I equate the same with not only learning, but being a mensch, being a good, kind, wonderful, well-rounded person. The journey ahead will involve many aspects of the Beth Israel community. In class, your children have already begun to study Hebrew and Bible and Jewish history. They study values and how to treat others with respect. They will honor and celebrate our Jewish holidays and reinforce the values through so many different mediums: art, music, dance, drama, and literature. Consecration traditionally occurs whenever a child formally begins their Jewish education. Today, we honor that formal sacred journey with your children and you as a family that you have begun. We are both honored and humbled to be the village that will join in this exciting adventure with you all. And it's wonderful that we bring your child's Jewish education with celebration. I'd like to call upon Rose Orlovich, our Director of Education, to join us on the bima. And whenever we're bringing this moment to life in this time, we spread a canopy. A talit will spread over our children, and we're going to invite our parents to help us do that. So all of the parents who are here today, who have consecrants, who are standing on the bima, I invite you to join us together. The talit represents a number of things. The talit represented here is the talit perhaps that's spread over us during a moment of sanctity, a moment of sacredness, of holiness. The tzitzit, the fringes, the knots represent responsibility. And so while we're holding this chuppah, this canopy of life, of living, a breath of beauty, I invite our parents to join in the consecration blessing that you have, that we handed out to you, so that we can own this experience together, and we join together. We give thanks for the gift of our children, who have been entrusted to us as a sacred responsibility. May we find wisdom to raise them in the tradition of our people, the tradition of Torah and mitzvot, of love and good deeds. May this be a moment of consecration for us, no less than for our children. For we too need to learn Torah and live it. O God, let such joy as we feel now be with us always, as we seek the path of life and goodness for ourselves and for our loved ones, as we say, Amen. And when we have a opportunity to stand with our children, the rabbis here are going to bestow a priestly blessing upon all of you in this very, very special moment.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless all of you and protect you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God's face shine upon you with radiance and with grace.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's presence be with all of you always and grant you health, joy, much love, and the blessing of peace, as we say together, Amen. And whenever we reach a new moment of joy and blessing in our tradition, we say the words of Shachianu, so we join together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקימן והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Going forward, we're moving forward in this time, and so we join together with our blessing. May you all go forward in goodness, in challenging, in questioning, in inspiring. All of you, we sing together. Go give your parents a big smooch. Mazel tov. Thinking about this incredible moment in our parents' lives when our children are young, we can't imagine getting past diapers. Some of us maybe. And then we can't imagine that they stand up on the bima and read Torah and become bar bat mitzvah. Then we can't imagine we put them behind the wheel of a car. That is the most for me I've ever experienced as a parent. But then we can't imagine when they go off. Luckily, those first graders, you're not going too far anytime soon. But when we think about sometimes our world is narrow, and we think about the narrowness in the moment. We're kind of moving linearly. We're just moving one step in front of the other. But when I was seeing this beautiful array of children and parents up here, I was thinking about the possibilities. Milchamocha is about possibilities. It's about expansiveness. It's about potential. It's about wonder. It's about freedom. So we join together. Milchamocha, page 152.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והמיתנו שומרנו לחיים ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך
Shamu v'nei Israel et Shabbat. The children of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing it throughout all time. We join together.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et Shabbat, la'asot et Shabbat, v'torot ha'merit olam. Shabbat, la'asot et Shabbat, v'torot ha'merit olam. Rise together on page 155 as we begin our Amidah. continue silently and individually the rest of our Amidah through page 167.
this time together that we have some opportunity for prayerful moments, some of our newest students may not know that when we are in the middle of our Shabbat service, every week we take time to think about those who are in need of healing, and whether they're physically sick or whether they need their spirits lifted, that we give an opportunity always to make sure that we're thinking of them and that we're praying for them. And so there are those in our community that we're thinking of right now at this time. We're reflecting on our Zalman Lev ben Shoshana ben Moshe, Lauren Berman, David Chapin, Denise Garrick, Natalie Givon, Lee Goldberg, Sonia Grossberg, Ellen Hutt, Ruthie Jordan, Richard Kitson, Rebecca Lahana, Roberta Lahana, Marshall J. Lewis, Nechama Bat Rafael, Jim McIndoe, Lisa Nelson, Sharon Resnick, Sharon Ritter, Galina Rubelchenko, Rose Santiago, Jenny Schnitzer, Rhonda Schwartz, Nathan Silver, Howard Solomon, Bernard Stein, Robin Streichler, Seth Streichler, Lynn Slotkin, Cindy Spector, Gerald Trimble, Kathy Weil, John Weil, George Wise, and Susan Zale. If there's a name that you'd like to add to this list, I invite you to share aloud the name as My Eyes Meet Yours. As we hold all of those individuals in our hearts and we join together for a prayer of healing, a prayer of Misha Berach.
Many years ago, in the ancient temple, there were some people who didn't like the Jewish people, and they came in and they destroyed the temple. And when the Jews came back into the temple, they searched for that thing that would sustain them and keep them motivated to remain Jews. And they searched the whole temple, and they only found one birthday pen. And so they found that one birthday pen, and lo, a miracle, a great miracle happened there. And there were enough birthday pens for everyone. So if you have a birthday this month, in the month of December, please come on up.
Gotta go.
It's in the Tosefta. That story's in the Tosefta. So in order to get a birthday pen, all you have to do is share your name, when your birthday is, and if you would like, you can also tell us how many circles around the sun you've made, Sarah Garrick. You're not a December birthday? Yeah. Madam, this is not a plead the fifth moment. It's, yeah, well, we've got another lawyer who says otherwise. So, all right, tell us your name and what.
Sarah wanted to make a white lie. I am lying, I'm 28. I'm going to turn on December 17, I'm going to be 82.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
What's her name?
Yeah, sure.
I'm Andy, and my birthday is on December 15th, and I will be turning 54 years old.
My name is Kim.
Nice to meet you.
Andy and I have the same birthday, which is why we were standing next to each other to make it easier to track.
I like it.
I am turning 47, and I'm one of the Carnos in the line here that all have birthdays in December, so you'll have to wait to see which one's related to me.
Okay.
My name is Trevor, and my birthday is December 31st, and I'm turning 13.
Mazel tov.
I'm Steven, and I turned 53 last week on December 4th.
Mazel tov, you four-striper.
And I am Edward, and my notoriety here is I am Kim Carno's father.
Mazel tov. For your birthday, and being Kim Carno's father.
Yeah, it's December 16th. And many years.
I know your birthday, but not everybody else does.
I'm Sonia, and I'm going to be 71 on December 25th.
Mazel tov. We'll go to Mimos.
I'm Sarah, and I am 42 today.
Mazel tov.
I am Pilo, and my birthday is December 19. It's a lot of years, 66.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
My name is Laura, and I will be 43 tomorrow.
Mazel tov.
My name is Sarah, as many people pointed out. Thank you for that. My birthday was December 7th, and I continue to plead the fifth.
That's fair. That is fair.
No pink? I object. It's a dark pink.
You can trade with anyone else in line if you prefer. These are limited edition, you know. You have no idea. We could fund an endowment by trading these on eBay. It's amazing.
I turned 7 and I turned 8 in summer second.
Amazing. What's your name? Eli. Perfect. And the perfect number of pens. How about that? I love it. So when we reach a milestone, we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach. Mazel tov, everyone. Happy birthday.
I get one next.
Someday, Sarah. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
So in just a little over a week, you know that we're going to begin to celebrate the holiday of Hanukkah. And I'm sure you and your families will be making sure that you have plenty of candles for your Chanukiot, which we sometimes call menorot. Lighting Hanukkah candles and saying the blessings is an amazing mitzvah we do on Hanukkah. And I'm not sure that you know about this, but a long, long time ago, there was a huge argument. Well, we call it a difference of opinion, and I'd like to teach you maybe a new word. It says it's machloket. Say it? Machloket. And that is a difference of opinion and argument between two of the most important rabbis of their generation. Not those two rabbis, but they're too young. But two other very important rabbis on how the Chanukiah should be lit. And just so you know this, they used oil lamps. I don't know if you can see this far, but this is an oil lamp, an ancient one. I don't know if it goes back to exactly the time of the Maccabees, but pretty close. So everything was oil then. You know about the oil and the Hanukkah and how long it lasted. More than 2,000 years ago, there were two rabbis, Rabbi Shammai and Rabbi Hillel. And they were each the religious school directors of their own schools. Actually, they were the head rabbis of their own rabbinic schools, and rabbis came to them from everywhere to learn. So Rabbi Hillel and Rabbi Shammai, they were the most respected rabbis of their days, but they used to argue about important customs, laws, and rituals that the Jews were supposed to do. And one famous machloket was about how to light the Chanukiah. Now imagine, Rabbi Shammai in his school, Beit Shammai it's called, the house of Shammai, said, when you light the Chanukiah, you must begin the celebration in the most exciting way possible with all 8 candles lit. Imagine, 8 glowing candles to start, and then count down. 7 candles, 6 candles, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, until the last day, only 1 candle and a shamash. Rabbi Hillel really disagreed with him, and he said, no, that's not the best way. We need to start with 1 shamash and 1 candle. And that's the first day, and then add 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus the shamash. And it was a big and long discussion between the two houses of the rabbis. So, start with 8 or start with 1? Anybody? 1? You're sure? Yeah, so who won the discussion? Which rabbi? Rabbi Hillel, I heard it. Rabbi Hillel, it was Beit Hillel who won the discussion, and that is how we light our Chanukiot, and for thousands of years, that's the way it's done. We wish you a joyful Chanukah upcoming, and we hope to see you next Friday night when we anticipate a couple of days ahead and start our celebration.
Last year I got a call, I think it may have been an email, but it was just the same as a call from Heidi Gantwerk, who's here today, Jewish mayor of San Diego. and she said, hey, we want to do this partner program with Shar HaNegev, and we want to do something special for Hanukkah. Can we get the choirs of Beth Israel and Shar HaNegev to do something together? And Rabbi Bernstein and I said, yeah, we can make that happen. So last year we created a Hanukkah mashup of some of the greatest Hanukkah songs, some in English, some in Hebrew, some normally in English, but with Hebrew verses. One in particular that I want to share with you, because if we don't spend 2 seconds on it, it's going to blow right by us. And that is a revised chorus of don't let the light go out. And the words that we came up with Rabbi Yael of Shar HaNegev, Al titnu la'or lichbot, or chadash aleinu ya'ir. Don't let the light go out. A new light upon us will shine. Al titnu la'or lid'och, libenu yitmale or vashir. Do not let the light fade. Our hearts will be filled with light and song. So as we join together in this Hanukkah mashup with our teen and youth choir, hope you'll join with us as best you can.
It's long.
From the book of Zechariah, the Haftarah, we read on Hanukkah, not by might, not by power, by spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, Thank you to our youth and teen choir, our band. And it's my honor to invite up Kim Carno to present some announcements from our board of directors.
He specifically told me not to touch the mic, so I'm not touching the mic. Shabbat Shalom, my name is Kim Carno, member of your board of directors. Joining me tonight on the Bima, my good friend Allison Golding, also from the board. It is our pleasure to welcome you to services this evening. We want to thank the Men's Club and Women of Beth Israel for ushering in tonight's service, and the teen and youth choir and band for sharing their voices and passion with us. And of course, welcome to our consecration class and their families. We invite you to join us tomorrow in the Activity Center for our Shabbat Torah study group at 9 a.m., followed by our weekly Shabbat Minyan service at 10:30 in the chapel. Next week, join us for our Artist in Residence Shabbat. It is not to be missed. As a reminder, you can find information about Beth Israel and upcoming events on our website, cbisd.org. This Shabbat, I thought about telling you a joke entitled Advice for Moses, but I decided I will hold that for anybody who wants to hear it at the Oneg. Instead, as I thought about Congregation Beth Israel and how I feel spending Shabbat in this community, I recalled an essay my daughter recently wrote. She was asked to describe a location that evokes within her strong feelings or recollections. Since she is not here, I will tell you what she wrote. Every time I walk into Congregation Beth Israel in San Diego, past the security guard, up the grand staircase, and through the metal gates, I see the stone walls, narrow paths, and children playing. I hear greetings of Shabbat Shalom and feel warm hugs. Beth Israel is my home and has been for the past 10 years of my life. I was born into an interfaith family. One of my moms is Jewish, and the other, raised Christian, is agnostic. Mommy Kim gave birth to me, so I am a Jew. But I am also a Jew by choice. That choice comes from the experiences I have had behind the Beth Israel gates, surrounded by the love and support of the rabbis, teachers, and families inside. It comes from seeing how Mom Tracy has been welcomed and included even though she is not Jewish. I have so many memories and so many friends from Beth Israel. It is a large congregation, but everybody seems to know my name. As a preschool kid, I rode a red tricycle through the courtyard. A photo on the cover of the newsletter captures me with a giant yellow snowflower. I'm wearing a blue dress and have frizzy blonde hair, and my dimples are showing because I'm happy. In religious school, I joined the choir. I was welcomed from day one. As an older choir member, I welcomed the new kids. I told Ima, my 5th grade teacher, that I wanted to become fluent in Hebrew, to text with an Israeli exchange student. Ima offered to come before class each week to give me private sessions. She wouldn't let my parents pay her, explaining she was doing a mitzvah for someone she loved. Ima inspires me to help others. Katie, my 6th grade teacher, gave me a necklace with a yod on it for my bat mitzvah. Katie always gives me a big hug and tells me I am special. I feel loved and safe around her. Katie leads the Caring Community program. I enjoy making meals for those in need and have volunteered at Feed America and Father Joe's because she inspires me. Jessica, my teacher from Madrachim in training, is teaching us to be leaders and educators so we can help kids love Judaism. Jessica also helps me challenge my beliefs. She has pulled me aside when she saw that I was sad or not feeling well and made it okay to slow down and just breathe. The walls carry symbols of our faith and Jewish history, pain and loss captured in a Holocaust memorial, and our optimism and hope captured in the Tree of Life sculpture, its branches brimming with leaves welcoming you in. Beth Israel is a special place. It holds people that love, support, and inspire me. I am nurtured and excited to go out into the world and leave my mark, but I also know I will always have that home to return to. I hope the words of my daughter inspire you and remind you of the importance of creating spaces for the next generation, if not ourselves, to connect to our Judaism. And for our consecration families and others with young children, there are so many amazing milestones ahead. Enjoy the journey. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Kim. And thank you, Emma. We begin to conclude our service by turning to Aleinu L'Shabeach on page 282. We invite you to please rise as you're able. Aleinu L'Shabeach L'Adon HaKol Latet Gedula Le'otzer Bereshit Shelo Asanu Kigoyei Ha'aratzot Velo Samanu Kemishpachot Ha'adama Shelo Sam Chelkeinu Kahem Vegor Aleinu Kechol Hamonam Va'anachnu Koreim Umishtachavim Umodim Lifnei Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai L'melech al kol haaretz Bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad U'shemo Please be seated. As Rabbi Navar has mentioned, some of us come to services for one reason, and that is because we are mourning the loss of a loved one. If you hear the name of your loved one during your period of mourning, we invite you to rise so that we might be able to recognize you. We announce with sadness the recent death of Debbie Kenton and Ciso, sister of Anne and Arthur Blyer, daughter of Edith Kenton, and Saul Rosenberg, who passed away last night, beloved father of Daniela and Lawrence Hoffreiter, Mark Rosenberg, grandfather of Maya and Evan Hoffreiter, and Max Rosenberg. We're in the period of Shiva, the first 7 days following burial for Jay Levitt, Lucy Martinez, and we're in the period of Shloshim, the first 30 days following burial for Jerry Lyons, Joyce Louise Conger Layton, Edith Levy, Lillian Weiner, Pauline Zimmerman Chapin, Stanley H. Helsel, Warren Edward Barkonic, James J. Genowine. Finally, we think of those who died at the season in years past. We acknowledge the yahrzeit of John Bale, Abraham Belfer, Ethel Bennett, Elaine Barbara Bergenholtz, Louis Blumen, Henry Brody, Lillian Brucer, Harry Calvert, Sadie S. Kahn, Betty Chester, Josepha Cohen, Irving Coleman, Elena Kritzu, Ruth Danziger, Stephen Drucker, David John Epstein, Craig Feldberg, Sylvia Feldman, Gary Fine, Diana Fisher, Esther Fisher, David Gillick, Matthew Scott Glaske, Ina Glusman, Donna Gratt, Jack Gratt, Bella Green, Rebecca Grossman, Seth Hendler, Rosa Conweiler, Joan Genowine, David Cattleman, Mildred Keller Marks, Bertha Keller Pressler, Harry Kirschbaum, Rosalind Krause, Edith Krishman, Adele Kluger, Nicole Lefter, Estelle Levy, Chaya Sarah Levine, David Levi, Irving Litronik, Allison D. McCall, Leah Russo Menashe, Robert J. Miller, Josephine Olsher, Francis Pollock, Jane Ponich, Hannah Price, Jean Ratner, D. F. Reed, Justin Scott Reisenhuber, Robert S. Robbins, Melvin Barry Robin, Helen Rosen, Blossom Rosenblum, Elizabeth Rubin, William Rubin, Elizabeth Farber Rubin, George Schnitzer, David Scholfand, James Seltzer, Manuel Schindel, Joseph Silverman, Edward A. Silverstein, Sheila Otis Sklar, William Spockman, Monty Michael Swern, Lee Temkin, Gordon Van Heusen, Donald Weissman, Francis Weiss, Doris Welt, Sarah Wertman, Joseph White, Elsie Weiner, Harry Wolf, Clemens Zeilengold, David Zyman, and Cedric M. Zweig. Perhaps you came to say Kaddish for someone whose name was not mentioned. I invite you to rise at this time and share that name with us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We rise together as a caring community as we join together in Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'vyomechon, uv'chayei dechol Beit Israel, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach, le'alam u'lomei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shmei t'kudsha brichu, ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, comfort to all who are bereaved among us or wherever they may be, as together we say, Amen. I invite you to place your prayer books down, put your arm around each other as we join together in our closing song, Light One Candle. Light one candle for the Maccabee children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out, it's lasting for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died? When we cry out, they've not died in vain. We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is a burden, and this is a promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
All
Shalom.
of you, we join together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.